Welcome to Oak Cliff, a community located in South Dallas. Following World War II, home ownership and new business ventures became the springboard for social and economic mobility for American citizens. Through the GI Bill, veterans were afforded home and business loans, thus making the American dream possible for future generations to come. However, access to those loans and discriminatory policies systematically limited the social, economic, and political power of communities of color. Redlining, the systematic mapping of desirable neighborhoods based on race categories, has a deep history in South Dallas.
The practice of redlining has contributed to the current racial divide between North and South Dallas. As we travel 30 years ahead, poverty is nearly tripled for Black and Latino residents, while North Dallas has experienced a wealth increase. The tax contribution by North and South Dallas further displays this wealth gap. North Dallas residents account to 85% of the taxes collected, while South Dallas is only contributing 15% of collected taxes. Money is clearly in North Dallas. This does not only showcase a wealth gap, but a power gap. Money equals power, and economic growth will help residents in South Dallas claim that power. Grow South, an initiative from the mayor's office, emphasizes the importance of investing in Oak Cliff. Southern Dallas is our single greatest opportunity for growth in Texas. When it comes to growth potential, Southern Dallas has the land, the workforce, and the will.
Based on the data our team has analyzed together, we see connections between historically discriminatory practices in our nation and situations that Oak Cliff community faces every day, where prospects of homeownership, employment, college readiness, and success in primary and secondary schools are disproportionately lower than its surrounding communities. At Oak Cliff Community School, we aim to flip the script. What if the path of influence started not at Capitol Hill, but with our youth? We believe that our students hold the power to send the ripples of this paradigm outward, where we can affect social, political, and economic change. Oak Cliff Community's entrepreneurial model will be the key to this movement. Welcome to Oak Cliff Community School. I'm Annie Heath.
I'm Ashley Watson.
I'm Molly Coyne.
I'm Miguel Ortega.
I'm Sophia Tapp.
I'm Kara Hafner. Social entrepreneurs apply innovative ideas and business principles to address a community need. They are creative, take risks, and champion social and economic growth as they unlock the potential of their communities. The vision for Oak Cliff Community School is that students will be social entrepreneurs who learn from and positively impact their community. We will do this through our social entrepreneurship design that draws upon business techniques and the community's capital and culture to empower itself. Our approach and curriculum promotes an authentic image of self, builds teamwork skills, and cultivates critical thinking. Our educational plan is distinguished by our developmental approach to social entrepreneurship through self, team, and community. In kindergarten through second grade, students will focus on developing the self through the essential question, who am I? In third through fifth grade, they will focus on developing teamwork skills through the essential question, how do teams work together to achieve goals? In 6th through 8th grade, students will spend the learning in Oak Cliff with community leaders and entrepreneurs to inform their understanding of the essential question, how does my understanding of self and team work together to affect the community? In 8th grade, students will complete a capstone project that involves a social entrepreneurship endeavor in Oak Cliff to apply what they have learned throughout the curriculum and field experiences.
To illustrate, let's look at a sample 8th grade capstone project. By 8th grade, a group of students has identified a lack of technological skills as an obstacle to employment in the community. To address this need, students decide to open a Genius Bar, where they'll offer computer literacy skills and access to computers, internet, and printers. Members of the community can use this space to search for jobs, print resumes, and gain a technological skill set essential for the 21st century. Students will leverage the networks they've built in their internship year to build community partnerships, as well as using their financial literacy skills to ensure that their model is sustainable. Consider the impact of this one project on the community. Multiply by 10 groups a year, and you can begin to consider the impact that our school can have on flipping the script in the community.
Social entrepreneurship must start with a deep understanding of the self. In kindergarten through second grade, students are developmentally positioned to explore self-identity. Students will reflect on their strengths and their background as they engage with the essential question, who am I? We will leverage Teaching for Change, an anti-bias curriculum that promotes positive self-identity, as one avenue to explore this question. Literacy skills will be integrated throughout the social entrepreneurship curriculum. During their social entrepreneurship block, students' projects will include writing personal narratives, presenting oral histories, and creating family trees. Financial literacy is also a critical skill for our young social entrepreneurs. Students will engage with My Classroom Economy to learn basic financial planning and saving skills that will inform both their social entrepreneurship endeavors at Oak Cliff and their personal long-term financial stability.
In 3rd through 5th grade, students leverage what they learn about themselves to inform how they operate within teams. Developmentally, students are capable of concrete problem solving, and their sense of identity extends beyond themselves. Students are now prepared to answer the question, how do teams function together to achieve goals? Their social entrepreneurship block includes an innovation, an Imagineering lab during which students learn teamwork skills through innovation challenges. They then debrief the process to reflect on the role that they played within the team. During 5th grade, students will apply what they have learned through the core curriculum and their strength and sense of team to compete in a Destination Imagination Challenge. Destination Imagination is a national organization that promotes innovation and collaboration. For example, last year, one of the challenges asked students to create a structure that both supported weight and acted as a musical instrument. Through the 3rd through 5th grade teamwork strands, students will recognize the power of leveraging individual strengths to innovate and affect change as a team.
Cognitively, 6th through 8th grade students are solving complex, abstract problems and are ready to apply their understanding of self and team to affecting change within the community. Students will revisit and redefine self and team in the context of the community as they engage with thematic interdisciplinary units and community field experiences. Two distinguishing features of our 6th through 8th grade social entrepreneurship curriculum are the 7th grade internship and the 8th grade capstone project. In 7th grade, students will spend 2 afternoons per week engaging in community internships. Internship partners include Oak Cliff Cargo Bicycles, Bonton Honey Company, and Reach for Hope, all founded by Oak Cliff entrepreneurs with a deep commitment to community and business experience and expertise that will advance our students' development. This sets students up for their 8th grade capstone, when students will design and execute a social entrepreneurship venture in partnership with their internship mentor from the community, their social entrepreneurship teacher, and our school's community coordinator. Partnerships with Wells Fargo for student savings accounts and aerial investments for hands-on practice investing real funds will further advance our students' financial literacy.
The social entrepreneurship block fits within a departmentalized schedule. Each grade level includes 3 heterogeneously grouped classes. The day begins with a grade level morning meeting, where teachers introduce and model the 5 entrepreneurial mindsets of self-direction and risk-taking, self-direction and initiative, risk-taking, flexibility and adaptability, creativity and innovation, and critical thinking and problem solving. These mindsets are also woven across all the curriculum. Students then rotate through their 3 core blocks: the humanities, math and science, and the social entrepreneurship block. A strong foundational academic curriculum is critical to students' ability to effectively communicate and to solve problems. From kindergarten through 5th grade, they will engage in reading and writing workshops. Teachers utilize the balanced literacy approach and attend to students' individual needs while still incorporating self, team, and community within the social entrepreneurship model. As you have seen, during the social entrepreneurship block, students engage in the self, team, and community curriculum. There is also dedicated time within this block for building financial capability with the My Classroom Economy, and also time for tutoring students who need additional support. In math and science, students will engage in rigorous curriculum that leads students to become effective problem solvers. Teachers will utilize cognitively guided instruction as well as
student experience has been shaped by the hardworking and supportive teachers at Oak Cliff Community School. Our teachers engage in summer professional development, where they learn about the school's big rock: self, team, and community. For example, social entrepreneurship teachers travel to Rice University to receive training from the experts working for the 4th best entrepreneurship program in the nation. Math, science, and humanities teachers will be trained and coached by visiting facilitators from their assigned curriculum. Once teachers feel ready, they will lead their own professional development sessions, which help them grow leadership and allows them to take ownership of the entrepreneurial mindsets. Teachers also have times allocated in their schedule for vertical and horizontal alignments. Having time to interact with different teachers ensures that they look at data, student work, and are up to date with different ways to teach a curriculum. Our departmentalized model does not only serve students, but also our teachers, as they will maximize their time in planning and other professional development initiatives, ultimately creating a culture of sustainability. Teachers will learn about their strengths using StrengthsFinder. These results will allow them to become better team members by embracing each individual's strengths. Teachers also learn about the context of Oak Cliff and participate in activities like a community learning walk that allows them to keep their focus on the value of the people in the community. During this professional development, teachers will also experience creating a rapid cycle of what 8th graders will ultimately be able to design for the final capstone project.
What if the path of influence started not at Capitol Hill, but with our youth? Our work at Oak Cliff Community School seeks to ensure students have an entrepreneurial spirit and take charge of creating change within their community. Oak Cliff is poised to develop citizens who affect radical educational and economic impact, both of which must come from within the community. Oak Cliff Community School will flip the scripts.
Rach, what was the time?
12:40.
So I'll start this time. I think you guys, so I tried to time it on my phone. You guys had 3 full minutes of context building, which I think a lot of folks do with the video, so that's how I thought of it. It just felt a little bit long. So you saw, Rach, what'd you say, 20?
Yeah,
20? I think that's where you cut it down just a wee bit. Is right in the beginning where you're like saying why. I like all of that, but I think you could be trimmed a little bit. Nitpicky stuff on one of the first slides with the puzzle. You guys were talking about 8th grade. Number 8 was up there, and it was really little, and then it zoomed over, and then you had this beautiful slide. I just think before you zoom it, make it a little bit bigger because it's kind of little, and I was like, oh, what are they about to do with that? So then I wasn't listening. I was intrigued, but mostly because I was confused. So maybe make it a little bigger, so it's not the only thing on the screen. So what I find so interesting is you guys have a great presentation, and as a team, you are possibly the nicest people in the cohort. Aren't these some of the nicest people we know in our cohort? Like, always smiling. Kara, I've never seen you not smile, except when you were talking. Like, I was just telling Brett last night what a ray of sunshine you are. Right, Brett? But then when you were talking, I'm guessing you're nervous, right? You know, I get so nervous too, so I feel you guys. But you guys are such, like, just personality, such a warm, kind, loving team. And when you're practicing, I want you to practice just being you. Because I know you're nervous, but like I didn't see as much of your true selves as I do day to day when I see you in the hallway and signing in. And I know that it's not like fix this on your slide kind of feedback, but I think for you guys to really glow and show the hard work you put in, like this school is your thesis. Like you've done so much good work. And the last, like the icing on the cake is to smile and just be yourself. So when you're talking, think about like how proud you are of the work you've done, how passionate you are about this idea, and I think by thinking through that, that'll come across in your faces. Because right now, you guys are just really nervous and looking down, kind of like, just, you're still awkward, and I know you can bring it to a whole nother level, so practice that. Xander?
Great job. So there's a theory, what I'm calling a theory of change slide that has a lot of movement on it. That was really strong and powerful. That movement continues very heavily in those beginning portions. I would just hone back on some of those movements, just because it's a lot to look at, and when I'm looking, I'm not necessarily focusing on the voice that's behind it. Kara, it seems that you have discovered the magic move in Keynote, which I absolutely love and shows really strongly in the scheduling portion. Just like the design decisions there, like really highlight what the narrative is saying, which is exactly what I think you want to accomplish. There's a consistency. You guys added some silhouette graphics, so like little like boy and girl and then computers and whatever. There's like a consistency to that that's really great, and then it ends when you start talking about teacher development. There's like an image that's like a bunch of kids and then another image, and it just like doesn't, like design-wise, like doesn't flow, so you might want to relook that. And then there's like the build-up of this, I think it's when Sophia's talking, it's this image that just like, I was like waiting for it, and it like hit the room too, like everybody was like, yeah, like I totally get it. So when you say like self-team community, just like want to highlight like the emphasis there, and then the emphasis on like flipping the script again. That was, I remember that from Tuesday. I remember that stuck out, and it stuck out even more so after sort of this. So, great job.
Thanks, Pepe.